It's Madden NFL 22, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Patriots and the Dirty Birds on Thursday night primetime.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return is J.J. Taylor. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Time to get our first look at the Patriot offense and quarterback Matt Jones, the rookie out of Alabama, the number 15 overall pick in 2021.
And he's the latest in a line of Alabama quarterbacks that are potential NFL starters. Sat behind Tua Tagovailoa patiently, waiting his turn, and in 1 year as a starter, exploded on the scene. 41 touchdown passes to just 4 interceptions, 77% completion percentage. He had it going. Alabama won a national title, and now here he is getting his shot in the NFL.
Throwing, Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Now Jones. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
They go play action here on 1st down. Open man, the tight end Henry. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Hunter Henry, 36 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action, the Falcons with the football, as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. This is Cordero Patterson. Remember, he won a ring with the Pats. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. They go play action now. Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for the Patriots, Gunnar Olszewski.
Come on now, let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. How's that? It's a good one now. It's a good one. Bring it back. Bring it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It'll be a gain of 4 here, and it will take us to the end of the first half of play. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for New England. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they too didn't do a whole lot in terms of rushing efficiency in that first half, as you can tell by the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
Here's Ryan. And that is incomplete here.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
2nd and 8. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
All day, baby, all day.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is born. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. First down, and they go back to Harris. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got this down to the 35.
That's it, baby.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they take a knee. On 2nd down now. It's Harris trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November. Brandon, I can just tell you from experience, there's nothing like pitching a shutout on defense, but even more so when it's a tight game. I mean, when every defensive play is crucial and you don't give up any points, boy, they're going to feel awfully good about themselves after this one.
Yeah, exactly. The offense wasn't humming, but, hey, all they needed was you can't score 1 point. All they needed was 2 points. Well, you can't score 2 points on offense. All they needed was at least 3, and they got what they needed.
They got what they needed. Exactly right.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.